it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and I am back with another video. I mentioned in my last video, which happened to be just a few moments ago, that in preparation for my trip, I am trying to clear off my needles, and I have decided to pull out all my whips and decide, am I going to finish it or am I going to frog it? And I thought, by the power of YouTube, the magic of YouTube, I would bring those crochet and knit projects to you, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And then you can tell me down below if you think I'm insane. So, I guess we will jump right in. Let me see if I can reach it. The first project I have is my Scrappy Happy blanket. You guys haven't seen this in forever. I haven't actually worked on it since March. It's about a quarter of the way done, maybe a third. It's huge. This will ultimately be for our bed because it's so awesome and epic. And, well, I just gave it away. This will ultimately be for our bed. This is going to be a finish it eventually. I have no issue with the fact that this is taking me years, and that's fine. So, Scrappy Happy, finish it. Oh, let's see what we've got here. What's this? Okay. This is another biggie. This is... Let me see if I can find a picture. Probably should have just kept the picture out because I was just showing you this. There it is. This is the Northeasterly. And I have all these balls of yarn to knit my Northeasterly with. And I have one strip done. One single strip done. Fix that. So here it is. What is that? It's all this and this and this and this. And I love the way this looks finished. Love it. But for the life of me, I couldn't figure out the join. I don't know what it is. My brain just couldn't get wrapped around it. So, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. This is going to the frog pond. It's not meant to be. Maybe I'll try again another time. I'm not sure. But I'm not in love with it, and I'm not going to finish it. Maybe when I finish the Scrappy Happy 50 years from now, I'll pull it back out. Who knows? Alright, here's another one. Another whip. The Coming Home cardigan. You may remember I had the entire sweater knit and I ran out of yarn here. Very disappointing. However, I have ordered the skein of yarn I need to finish this, and this will be a finish. This is gorgeous. I can't wait for you guys to see this blocked and done and possibly on Sadie. It's so pretty. So pretty. Highly recommend. And the pattern was so much fun. Other than purling, because I hate purling. But it was fun. Fun to knit. Next up is the one I was talking about where there's no good pictures of it. Rolling Rock. And I am not very far in this. If you'll recall, I'm just about here. This has been downstairs in the craft room, so I'm only working on it when I come down here. It's this beautiful purple color. And I've contemplated this a lot and decided that I really don't care when it gets finished. I want it. I like the color. I like the progress I've made on it. So I'm going to finish this. I'm going to try and finish this before we leave on our trip. But if I don't, it will be here waiting for me when I get home. The likelihood is I will not finish it. but this is not a project I'm planning on taking on the trip with us. So this is a finish. I'd like to finish it before we leave, but probably after. Finish. So we've got finish, 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 and one frog. Next we have the chevron love mitts. And you may recall where I was about here on the first mitten. And I love how it's coming out. However, I hate knitting it. So this is going to be a rip. I'm not going to rip this on screen because this is a whole bunch of teeny tiny balls, but I'm going to rip this out and make it something else beautiful that speaks to me more. I'm probably still going to make this mittens, maybe. I don't know. I also didn't like the way this was fitting. It fits really funny, so this is a rip. No more chevron love mittens. Wah wah. That's okay. So 2 in the frog pond. This goes in there too. Because I'll keep the pattern. Who knows, maybe I'll decide to do it again someday. I also have the crochet granny square blanket that, as I mentioned before, is a keep. And finally, in my Yarn is a Life bag, I have the staggered rib baby blanket from the 60 Quick Baby Blanket book. It's knit out of this yarn, Bernat Baby Blanket. Can't remember the colorway. Denim something. Baby Denim Marl. And as you recall, I have about this much done. That's where I was. I can take that out. And this is the blanket that is taking forever. It is an absolute slog. I wouldn't say I enjoy it. I wouldn't say I don't enjoy it. But you need to concentrate. You need to pay attention to what you're doing and what row you're on. You need to pay attention minimally. You don't have to pay attention. I mean, you can watch TV and do it. But it's something that you have to look at while you're knitting. Like I said, you need to keep track of rows, and I really wasn't loving it, but I've decided I'm about halfway done with it, maybe a little more. I am going to keep this on the needles, and I am going to try to finish this before we leave on our trip, because this is a long-term project, and I don't want this many big long-term projects on my needles. And I just realized I have another whip. I gotta find them. Oh, they fell over there. So this I am going to try and finish. I have a lot of travel time because we're going back to the animal hospital with one of our dogs in a couple days, weeks, I don't know. So I'm hoping I'll get some good knitting time on this in the hotel. And I didn't show this in my last video. I totally forgot all about it. I do have a pair of socks on the needle. That's what I have. But I will be finishing this because that's the start of a second sock, and I'm not going to rip out a whole first sock. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, folks? I don't think I've ever ripped out a pair of socks because I wasn't enjoying them. But so that's that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 short-term projects, 2 mega long-term projects, keep, and 2 frog pounders. And I don't think that's too bad. That's not bad for me to have that much on the needles. So, do you think I'm crazy for just ripping out all that work? Do you think I'm crazy for keeping that much on the needles? What would you do if you were me? What would you keep and what would you frog? Tell me below. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, guys, that's all for now. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.